Sleep, what's that? Cure insomnia with vicarious frostbite. This guy is basically human melatonin. CAS, guaranteed. Today, we skip the podiatry quiz. If you see this, the video isn't working. Or maybe it is. New game. Comment your phone's life support level. Now, let the chill begin. Prepare to zen out. Winter is coming. Sky is dandruff. The forest got a powdered sugar makeover. And here comes a dude to crunch all the quiet. Oh, it's just Kenan, the forest's bouncer. His patrol team of one has arrived. The snow was getting pretty deep. He thought, I should probably not freeze to death. Time to build a fort for the night. After walking for what felt like forever, he spotted some trees taking a nap. He finally picked a spot for his man cave. Right next to that big OL rock. Because rocks don't care about wind. Now to find some eligible sticks. To build his glorious tent thingy. Step 1. Make an X with sticks. Step 2. Find a longer one. Plop one end in the X. And rest the other on his saw. What could go wrong? Tada! Behold, the mighty geometry fort. Kenan slaps a tarp on it. Now, to nail this thing to the planet. The wind doesn't steal his house. Oh good, more snow. The construction continues. At a glacial pace. Time to build a snow moat. This humble abode, in this frozen wasteland, was his only shot at not freezing. Sky's dandruff machine is stuck on high. First, he laid out his fuzzy layers. To survive the sub-zero temps, and not become a human popsicle, he must make fire. In a forest, our boy Kenan was in luck. He found some vaguely non-soggy tinder. Time to unleash the pocket dragon. By the baby flames glow, he feeds it tiny flammable sticks. Once the fire gets ambitious, in go the damp, grumpy logs. With a happy little fire going, it's time to boil some water. While scouting for this campsite, our eagle-eyed hero spotted something. A babbling brook, hydration station. Faster blood melting, obviously. And now, the green tent is now Arctic camo. Clearly, Kenan never gets a vacation. The weather sucks, but he's weirdly into it. Staring into the blizzard, his soul got a frosty new wallpaper. Time for some hot milk. Because, you know, it's freezing. While the milk heats up, Heinen decided not to just die. Instead, he went shopping. 4 sticks and stuff. Wilderness skills, baby. Still snowing. Milk's ready. So, Kenan chilled with his milk, soaking in the beauty. The trees are officially over it. And the day's almost done. Still bright out, but Kenan decided it's dinner time. His old man eyes aren't great. Things get a bit blurry. So, for chopping veggies, he needs all the light he can get. To make sure dinner doesn't suck, Heinen cranked up the heat. for maximum deliciousness. Spoiler alert, this matters. The sun clocked out for the day. He decided to not starve. Add a little razzle-dazzle. Now, we cook with fire. And cue the snow. Hey, it's shrinking. Science fact. Fire makes food hot. Burn, baby, burn. Suddenly, it got really, really cold. Without snacks, he'd be a human popsicle. Theft, easy peasy. He fought cold with hot things. Feed the hungry, hungry fire. Behold, a tiny bubble of not, making the tent less miserable. Ooh, a hint of warmth. Okay, he probably won't die now. This 5 billion star hotel is secure. The fire on autopilot. He turned off his headlamp and hit the sack. Snug in his human burrito, he watched campfire TV. He felt all warm and fuzzy. Yup, I'll live to see morning. You made it. Gold star for you. Let me guess. Your left foot's crossed over your right. And your phone has exactly 63% battery. If I'm wrong, comment bot to expose my fraud. Go on. Or just drop an emoji. Whatever. Anyway, time to watch a guy build a hut so relaxing, it's basically a sedative. Guaranteed to put you to sleep. Okay, enough mind reading. Let's watch this dude chop stuff. Here's Wakong with a lumpy backpack, strolling into the twisted forest. The air smells like wet dirt. And regret, he scopes the place. Hangs his bag on a tree. Anti-squirrel measure. Then, he whips out his OL reliable machete. He eyes an annoying-looking bush and begins his home renovation project. First, some aggressive landscaping. This bush is tougher than it looks. With every swing, you can hear the screams of plant hunters. He does not care. The bush must go. This bush is getting a makeover. A very aggressive. Cut branches go in the deal with a later pile. All forked branches were fired immediately. Only boring, straight sticks may remain, using the stump as a base. He forms a circle of trust with the sticks. Out comes nature's zip ties. Wild hemp rope, used with extreme prejudice. Every single knot must be perfect. This thing must survive a hurricane. And a very grumpy boar. He grabs another straight stick and uses it to complete the arc. Behold, a giant wooden hula hoop. Now, back to the reject pile. He chops them into deliberately uneven pieces. Then lays them across the frame. The result is basically a giant wooden pizza tied down with more rope. Can't have the toppings slide off. So, the hula hoop has evolved into a platform. Time for the official wiggle test. And it's super wobbly. Look, for a shelter to actually work, you can't start with a wobbly foundation. So he gets some actual sturdy poles to prop up the edges. And just like that, it's solid. Malkong erects some questionable safety rails. Now it has a matching hat. He secures it all with nature's duct tape. Outline secured. Ma Kong dismounts like a majestic squirrel. Time to go shopping for more sticks. He eyeballs two mostly equal poles, turns them into a big letter A, and ties the top, obviously. Then he just plops it on top. Surprise, he uses more rope. With the frame in place, the wobble of terror gives him a mild heart attack. Conclusion, must build faster. So he fetches a metric ton of sticks. He starts laying them on the roof frame, wrapping them with, you guessed it, rope. Because a slight breeze could end this whole project. With the roof's main sticks in place, he gets more sticks, but thinner this time. Time to weave a roof basket, securing them with his one and only tool, rope. Not a single stick will escape. Next, he gives the roof a neat little trim. And just like that, it's a roof-shaped object. And while this structure was solid, the thousands of tiny gaps were not exactly waterproof. So naturally, he decides to use concrete. He dug a little mud pit, added water to the dirt, and stirred it into a delightful goo. Ma Kong grabbed a ton of dry grass. He tossed it in for another stir. And voila, the world's first concrete. Ma Kong frosted the roof with his mud, plugging every single gap. Like a raincoat, but much, much dirtier. This should keep the sky water out. During this goop, he left a strategic hole for a chimney, so his bachelor pad wouldn't get too smoky. And, you know, not suffocate. Then he brought over some lawn patches and carefully installed a green roof. Waterproofing and decoration in one. It proves the old saying, you gotta have a little green. With the roof done, Ma Kong realized getting in would be a pain. Climbing in and out looked exhausting, so he grabbed two hefty logs. With his shadow battle axe, he carved some notches. He jammed some wooden steps in there. After tying them on tight with rope, boom, a perfectly good ladder appeared. Getting home was no longer a workout. Next up, Ma Kong began the most crucial step yet. Time for some interior decorating. He grabbed his log collection and started playing real-life Tetris, a solid anti-golf barrier. Next up, he meticulously smears mud everywhere, getting it deep in all the nooks and crannies. No drafts allowed in this establishment. And presto, one airtight log cabin, mostly. Now for some live grass wallpaper. So every morning when he opens his eyes, he can see more nature and smell that freshly mowed lawn scent. Wait, this luxury apartment is missing a door. He stacks some logs to frame the entrance. Behold, a doorway. And right on cue, a blizzard appears. Ma Kong speedcrafts a door out of twigs. He ties it on with some rope. And now, the shelter is perfect. Next, he installs the central heating, aka a small stove with a chimney. As smoke puffs from the chimney, the whole place gets nice and toasty. After a quick break, Ma Kong grills himself a couple lamb skewers. With a full belly, he heads home with his lantern. Time to hit the hay. Good night, Internet. You know the drill. Next, we wrestle more trees into submission.